hitting your mic or rubbing your mic.
Oh shucks. Let me see. You know what, man? My neighbor's them is out here playing some music. So
Oh, okay.
I live in one of them environments, man.
Well, well,
Up is really up.
you can stay where you at, man. We live now.
Oh,
Uh, so what up, Mac Heels and Maniacs? We got Baboo from '90s up in here. Y'all seen his interview. A lot of you guys got at me and said you really liked his interview a whole lot. Well, he's here with us tonight, live on KM Video live streams. And first, before I ask you how you doing, Baboo, why you not a Laker fan, man?
well, when I was incarcerated, man, this was a couple of years ago. A few years, well, it was a few years ago. Uh, Kevin Durant then was, I had saw the Lakers, go quite a few times, and all I said to a couple of guys, I said, I like to see Kevin Durant win a ring. Next thing you know, I was, they like, oh, you're a Laker hater, you this and that. And I was like, just because I said I want to see Kevin Durant with a ring? So I was like, all right, you guys can turn me. So I was on some anti-Laker stuff then, man.
Well, he got a couple of rings.
We got a couple now. I'm hoping he get another one, man. But then again, Westbrook, you know what I'm saying? He comes down and supports Jesse Owens Park. So
Right.
I actually want to see Westbrook with one. So I got to root for Westbrook around this time right now.
Right. Westbrook just showed him up a couple days ago.
I believe he hit the winning shot as
He
well.
did. He did.
So, props out to Westbrook and his family. They really good, people in our community. They show up, they take care of business, and hey, I respect and admire them, and it's all good. Much love to them.
All right. So now the original question: how you been doing, man?
Oh man, taking care of business. Out here, still trying to reduce the violence in our communities. Trying to get the word out, man. And hey, um, you know, bring resources to our community. So it's all on a positive note, man. All on a positive note.
And what avenue are you trying to pursue to bring money into the community?
Well, for one thing, I'm doing still doing a lot of mentoring work. I'm working with the probation department. Trying to do anger management to a lot of these kids. I'm also continuing on my own program, Resilient Inc., which is a mentoring program. So I'm working on things, trying to address what I believe is the conflict with our youth today. And addressing that, man, and hopefully, this will begin to help us to heal from from the centuries of of things that have been put in our minds about Black people becoming our enemy, and so I'm trying to change that psychological imagery, and in the hopes, that Black people will stop killing Black people. These gangs will stop doing that. So that's been my thrust right now.
Man, it's crazy. Oh, you know what, Babu? A lot of people left comments on your video after your interview,
Hmm.
and you kind of hid the fact you was a great boxer up in there, man.
I wasn't great, man. You know,
That's what I've heard.
what I did do, man, is that I actually, man, of course, man, when I had a life sentence in prison, so the nature of the crime, they wasn't quick to let me out of prison, a Black guy, but I did practice in boxing. I think I went 32 wins and one loss as an amateur in prison, and so I did box when I was in prison. Yes.
So 32-1 ain't great. So how about Floyd Mayweather? Is Floyd Mayweather great?
I believe he could. I believe he could be counted amongst the greats. Yes, I believe Floyd Mayweather. People might have different opinions. I still and me, I still Mike Tyson gonna always be my favorite because he's a year older than I am. He's same height as I am, same weight. We fought in the same division. So he was really a contemporary, so to speak. So I believe that all of these guys, him, Muhammad Ali, and there's so many that could be counted as Pernell Whitaker, the late Pernell Whitaker, all these guys, man.
Yeah, Pernell Whitaker was one of my favorites, but Mike Tyson, man, he gotta be like my favorite because he come from that era we came from.
Definitely, man. Same age. I'll be 54 this year. I think he'll be 55
Mhm.
already. So, definitely, man, he was one of my favorites.
Right. Hey, Loco, I'm gonna send you a link in a little while, Loco. I just want to rap with Baboo, and I'm trying to get Shaniqua to come on to represent for the women, since the women in here act so scared to come on.
Oh, women
But
on our
y'all,
support my boy.
the women support us, but they will not come on the platform, man.
Like, I'm gonna tell you, man. James Brown said in one of his songs, man, it's a man's world, but it wouldn't be nothing without a woman. And
Without a woman, absolutely.
very bright and intelligent women out there, man, who could offer so much, and in their struggles and their observations and what they see in our communities, and definitely what their input on how, as women, how we can address this situation, which is very much needed. So that's definitely, a win-win if they do come forward.
I absolutely agree. Women bring a different perspective, and they bring that mother mentality, and they sometimes can talk sense into men's head, man. A lot of men follow behind women to keep it real, especially the ones that that just be in love with their wife, like the wife is everything. The wife wear the pants in the house. Um, but for real, women, because how we come from our mothers, aunties, older sisters, we get our knowledge from them, and we learn a lot from them. And so that doesn't change just because they speaking on our platform or about gang banging. But like you said, it's very interesting to get their input on how they feel about seeing us do the things we do and what position they play
Hmm.
in all of this. It's always interesting to hear women speak, though. OG Steve, good looking out.
And just to just kind of add to that, women are the womb of our nation, and not saying that disrespectfully, but very much appreciatively. You know, they're the ones who have the kids. They carry the kids for that natural term. They nurture the kids, and they give that balance. Even when the man isn't there, they're there raising the kids, supporting the kids, encouraging the kids. And so, no, we all, and any man who doesn't, shame on him. But women, man, it takes a very good woman to encourage a man to and strive in all the right directions, and vice versa. So, we definitely need our women.
Excuse me, it's getting too hot up in here for that Lakers jacket, but the Lakers done went on one, man. You done bought the Lakers good luck, man.
Took it off because you was blinding me.
Huh?
Glad you took it off because you was blinding me.
Is it because of the purple or because of the name across the chest?
Both. So,
Man. So look, back to what you were saying about peace in the community amongst black gang members. Um, what gangs have you like talked to, or if you had any type of round table or anything? Who do you guys have conversations with?
man, it hasn't been recent. Uh, man, the nine O's are a small gang. Uh, everybody who were very, very much larger than them. So, people have reached out to me, and I've done, and I've went to the table and I've talked to people, but say like the A-Trade gangsters, what the the Hoovers, uh, and it's not to say that, I mean, I've talked to some very positive people from each of these different areas, but their gangs are just too big. Sometimes everybody doesn't support their movement, doesn't support their philosophies on change. Because one of the things that I never taught, I don't ever talk peace treaties. I don't ever talk. Uh, I don't ever talk, like putting our weapons down. But when I communicate with certain rivals that were rivals with the 9 and so on and so forth, what I do speak is respect the borders. And I think that that's a new conversation, a different conversation, because, in that situation, everybody wins. And one of the things that I always reference is that, hey, you know, you stay on your side, stay on our side. Let's start there. And if we can do that, then, that promotes health, that promotes wealth. It promotes longevity as well, because people aren't getting hurt. But when the gang is big as the A-Trade gangsters, or the Hoovers, or the Inglewood family, not everybody gets the memo. And so, it's always something that comes back to, that uh, that turns it on its heels, so to
You grew up with a lot of Hoovers, right?
speak. Nine O's, actually, it was two sides of Nine O's at one time. So the one side that I grew up on, they were Hoovers, yes.
Okay, so my question is it easier for you to talk to them dudes or harder for you to talk to some of those dudes when you have these meetings?
Well, we don't really have meetings, but every now and again, I am a grid worker, so I communicate. I communicate around the table, and being on the grid, it's multifaceted. There are people from pretty much every gang on the grid, and they work in their communities, and to do the same work that I do, to try to reduce peace. I mean, excuse me, to reduce violence in our communities and bring the resources as much as possible. So in talking to these guys, I've the older guys, I grew up with a lot of older guys. Shoot, we used to eat off the same plates, same spoons, same restaurants, everything. We've known each other parents. So, growing up with these guys is, while we may have had that low in in peace, and where it was more violent, as a youth, as a youngster, being an adult now, uh, it's different. The conversations is different, and so we don't want to see any more violence in our communities. We don't want to see that. We want to see, our families, our children. We want to see them to grow up to, to be civil uh, people in our communities, and not barbarians. So that conversation, can always be had. But then again, when you have the youth, they see something very differently than the way than an older, mature person would.
Right, right. Um, man, how long you been out now?
Man, and shoot, in March it'll be 9 years, brother.
It's a long time, man.
Is no,
But,
no,
but it's crazy to think how much time you did compared to how long you've been out.
yeah, 28 years and 2 months. So,
And
and it's ironic that you mentioned that, because I was having that conversation and with somebody, and I was like, I went to jail at 17. I've been out for, almost 9 years. That'll be what, 26 years. And so, I still have 2 more years to do out here on these streets to equal the amount of time that I've been on this earth. So, it's a good feeling, man. Just to know that I'm free. I'm out here doing some positive things in our community, man, and I'm just enjoying life, man.
right.
That's what it's about, just enjoying life.
Yes, sir. I'm glad you are able to enjoy it, man, after all these years.
Well, thank you, my man, and I
Yeah,
always have much love for you, brother. Much
good,
love.
good looking out. Appreciate that, man. I hope whatever you into with the grid and other aspirations you have to stop this violence, man, I hope you're successful at it. Hope you keep with it because I've been out here since 2001.
Right.
I didn't do a lot of time. I was always in and out of jail, but I never did no stretch. Um, so I've been out here a long time, man, and I've seen a lot of people get involved. And I've seen them get away from it. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of people don't stick with it because sometimes the funds aren't distributed correctly,
Right.
and sometimes people get greedy, and it almost seems like many times the government, the local government, and the government in DC throw money at us, but not enough to spread around to everybody.
Right.
We end up fighting over it. And so that tears down a lot of friendships and a lot of organizations that's trying to do the right thing. So I hope you don't get caught up in that.
Well, one of the things that I think is paramount here, and a brother had, had brought this to my attention. He told me that when I didn't have anything, when I was just volunteering in our community to do certain things, he said I didn't have an organization. I didn't have anything. The money that I was putting forward for my organizations to do things at Jesse Owens, it was because of the work that I was doing, because of the job that I had. So, everything was coming out of my pocket. But and still, I mean, I'm working with what I have, but it wasn't about the money for me. It's never been about the money for me. Uh, but it's about saving lives. So, if naturally, man, you want to be, compensated for what you do, because, I don't make a lot of money doing what I do. You know, so uh, and and put my life in jeopardy. I mean, let's face the fact. When I'm out there, trying to, do positive things in the community, not everybody's gonna like that. Not everybody's gonna agree with
Right.
what I do.
Correct. Correct.
But the things that I strive for are the things that I believe in wholeheartedly, and so I push that. Through and through. Uh, so if the money comes, it comes. If it doesn't, I'll continue to do what I do, man. I'll continue to work, and when I'm able to afford it, I'll do certain things in our community, for our community, and I'll just continue that, brother.
A lot of times we do things out of our heart. Sometimes it's just a passion. But while you're talking about facts, the fact is we still got bills to pay.
I and I do. They are loaded up on me. Uh,
And that's what I'm saying. So, you
But
know, that I'm just wishing you success in what you're doing, man, and hope it work out and hope whether you want the money or not, you get excessive amounts because the work you're doing is really important in the community. And the cold part, a lot of square people, a lot of older people, grandparents and older parents, they don't even realize how much and how hard this work is.
right, yeah,
I mean, it's easy to just talk to a brother. It's easy to show up for work, show up to a meeting, but it's actually hard to get progress, to show results of what you're doing, man. And the little results we do get a lot of times when we stop a war or calm a war down, we don't get no props for that. You're gonna hear the mayor or the police chief get that credit. You
right.
know what I mean?
But, in the work that I do in the community, I hear I'm literally a first responder, man. Anything that happens in our community, the community calls me. I get down there and try to, try to see what it is, man. Try to resolve things, non-violently or whatever it is, man. But I'm a first responder. Then, then after that, the police will find their way down there. So by the time they get there, the situation is pretty much resolved and over with. And so that, a lot of people don't really realize what, we do in the community. And, I'm not with, to me, man, my community matters. I mean, my community counts. It's not about them mattering anything. It's about them counting. Their life means something to me. So that's what motivates me. That's what inspires me to get out there and do the work that I do.
Absolutely, man. I'm proud of you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Hopefully, I have something in the works before this year is up, and I want to include you.
Okay, I'm here, brother.
It's
Got
quite a few other brothers I would like to include as well. But first things first, man. Until things get worked out, can't be jumping ahead. But I definitely got you on my list.
gratitude, my man. Gratitude.
Absolutely, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Well, I don't want to hold you, man. I just want you to come on and grace the forum for me, and it's always good talking to you. I appreciate it.
Likewise, man. Anytime, man. You can always hit me up, my man. Always.
All right, good looking out. You have a good night, bro.
All right. Have a
All
good one.
right. All right. That was Baboo from the Rolling 90s. My man wasn't ready to go on or nothing. I just sent him a link and he blessed us. So I didn't want to hold him up. Let him get back to doing what he was doing, minding his own business and enjoying his freedom. But he's a very humble brother. Very, very humble brother, man. But what's up, everybody? What's up, my kids and maniacs? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How much did you miss? Just 21 minutes, brother. Yep, yep. Hope you're feeling better today, Lisa. My man said he wasn't a great fighter, but was 32-1 in the toughest prisons in California. But Miz had told me one time, I don't think he said it in his interview, but I remember Miz telling me, no, matter of fact, he didn't say it in his interview. He was telling me, man, they used to go in his backyard and Big Ghost and everybody, man, they all used to go in his backyard and box. So they was already boxing, man, before the height of the 90 Hoover War or any other war that they were involved in. So they had hands. They had hands over there, man. There's quite a few stomped down fighters from 9-0. And of course, like he said and Miz said, 9-0s is small. I mean, 9-0s held their ground. 9-0s, they battled, man. They went up against the biggest, man. What was Moncrief's record? I don't know Moncrief's record, but he was a beast. He's the most notable name that I always hear when it comes to boxing in prison. But somebody like Cutes could probably give you more names and tell you more about Moncrief's record and boxing career. Mumpy probably could give it all to you. Big Rick could probably give it to you. But, getting Big Rick to come on here is shit. That's like impossible. Mike Jones, Henny God, what up? Crystal, Don P, Q Fighter, Tobias, what up? Eric, Lady P, Lisa, Leela, what up, y'all? I sent Shaniqua a link too. Let's see if she got enough heart to come on here. She got enough heart to go around town with no mask on in a crowd of COVID. Let's see if she got enough heart to come on camera. What's up with you, man?
What's up, bro? Smackheads and maniacs. Hold on, cuz. Let me cut this shit down. What's up with you, man? What's up, bro? Smackheads.
All right.
What's up with you, man? What's up, bro? What's going on with you?
Not much. What you drinking? Coffee?
Yeah, bro, I'm up for the duration tonight. You know what I'm saying? That had me a little taste of mud.
You got sugar up in there?
Yeah. Get clean. What's going on with it though?
Not much, man. Just watching these Lakers.
That's right.
They was looking bad for a minute.
Man, I hate when they play like that, man. That old comeback kid ass shit. But I didn't figure that they'd let them people do nothing to them while they at the crib. See that old Baboo, man. You know, that was one of my favorite interviews, man, Baboo.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Baboo had that look back in the game, man. He reminded me of them niggas, man. You know, that nigga had the curl and shit. His curl was impeccable. Yep.
Yeah, Baboo was with the squabble for sure.
Yeah, man. What's going on, Mac Kids and Maniac?
What up, Slick?
Red Henny, Q Fighter. What you talking about, Q Fighter? I was in the room with it. What you talking about, him? Hey, what's up, Slick?
Loco, I love that crown, cuz.
Appreciate it, cuz. Oh, cuz must be from Southside. Compton, all right.
My man said black men get coffee from the corner store, not Starbucks.
Shit, I got a little Keurig in there, man. I be working it out too, man. I done down there ran that motherfucker, that joker in the ground. Boulevard, what's up, homie? Hutch, what's up?
OG Hutch.
I thought about Hutch today, man. I seen a little Hispanic dude at the corner store and shit with a Hiram Clark shirt on. Hiram Clark t-shirt.
That's one of Hutch's partners, man.
Yeah, he probably looked like a little young, little fly, little Donald Mesker. Yeah, man. Damn, Sass TV Rockhead is a narcissistic psychopath.
I sure is cool.
I usually hear that one about me. Tell Loco ain't mud if sugar is in it. I know. I used to drink them old John Wayne's in a pen, man. We out here in the world now, though, player. I got to put a little cream on that thing.
Hey, my man say it ain't mud if it got sugar in it.
Yeah. That's a bet, my nigga.
It's a Cadillac.
Yeah, soon too, huh? What you say, Kev?
I said you got a Cadillac over there.
What you mean, love?
That coffee, man. The cool shit.
Oh, okay. That's what you call it?
Yeah.
Let your boy know when you hit Dallas. Yeah, man, for sure, man. That detail ain't nothing but up the road. And that's why it's so important, man. 448, yo, I'm telling you, my nigga, I'll holler at you. See what's going on and shit, man, as we get to moving along with this thing. I got a network and get out there, man. I know people, but that's just why I be wondering why people be just tripping and trolling all the time. That kind of life. Like, ain't no way. I thought about doing this shit, but man, I move around too much. I don't need no niggas looking at me crazy. You know, and then I be having my kids and different things, man. So, you know, I need to make sure that on my end, I ain't doing nothing malicious and antagonistic, man, trying to draw these guys to hurt me, you know. No, I ain't playing that game when I come on this thing, just like my nigga don't play that. We done got passes because of that, because of how he conduct himself on here. If he had been on here hating and gang banging on niggas, man, we would have been probably still fighting in the Lucky Club.
Man, you know how many Dalmos, Fidos, Hoovers, and man, I done ran across a lot of dudes, man, that wouldn't be cool with that shit, that show a nigga love when he see him.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Hey, Don P, you say I got swingers? No, homie, all the homies got them. I'm from San, man. I believe keeping tradition, you know, being yourself. I don't want to come up here in Houston just because I live here and sell out. That's their style, man. I'm from San Antonio. We ride big 24s, 26s, donks, you know, all that there. You got some of the youngsters that try to emulate Houston, but very rare you see some swingers where I'm from, man. We don't really mess with them like that. Yeah. What they say, cuz?
No, I'm just laughing. I'm thinking about Hutch and his partners. They all had them swingers, man.
Yeah, no, man, I ain't never been off into them, man. Hell, I be thinking I don't know how a nigga drive with them on and be done ran in a truck or something, get too close, man. You know, I drive too bad to be having some swingers.
I'm glad you said it because I was gonna say you probably don't drive too well for them 84 elbow slaps.
Cause why ain't never you need to drive next time I come to Vegas. I need to try to critique your driving. You might
No, nigga, you just said it. I'm just saying you said
drive
it.
the
I'm saying you said it. So I, I,
Army. You
I
know what
wasn't I wasn't complaining about your driving. The only complaint, and it ain't even a complaint, it's a joke to me, is that time you was like, man, I don't believe in all that God shit. And we almost got in an accident. You said, oh my God. I'm like, why you saying God?
Already.
North Texas or South Swingers?
I don't even know how to even answer that, man. No.
Man, say I see Loco rolling Lackville 79 like Devin the Dude.
I actually got an 88 Cadillac, man, 88 DeVille. Yup.
Hmm.
That's my thing, man. I love them Lacks and them Lincolns.
Hurt say he been swinging and banging and hitting switches since 1983.
Yeah, that's Hutching them thing, man. That's the South Side. You know,
Yeah,
them South Side niggas always have been on with the swing.
yeah, they got them candy paints with the rims on them, the beat. Man, they had some crazy shit out there, crazy for a nigga from LA with the lights and they set all up in the trunk. That shit was hard.
Already. Devin a good dude, man. I know Devin real well, man. You talking about Devin the dude, man. That's a good partner of mine, man. Uh, Devin real nerd, humble guy, man. He's the Dr. Dre of Houston, Dr. Dre of the South, you know. Uh, yeah, Devin was a fool, man, on the wheels of steel.
On the wheels of steel. That nigga old school right there.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a Jam Master J.
Jam Master Jay, you know what's crazy? I was
Dun, dun, dun.
looking through one of my photo albums. I had a picture of Jam Master Jay that he signed, man. That had to be like 1982 or some shit.
Cause I went to his house. We had a video of me going to his house and somebody taped over it, man. This is when they was making the movie Tougher Than Leather. And they was between, filming. And I was in Hollis, Queens, man. Dude named Buddy, my mother was dealing with, he ended up snitching on her in the feds and shit, man. But Buddy knew all of them, watched them all grow up, took me right to his house, man. I met my boy, man. He had the chain on and everything. We took pictures, we was on video together, man. Jam Master J. He was always my favorite one out of all three of them from that too, man. It was cold, man.
Yeah, I feel you, Eyeball Torres. I mean, that's to each his own, each individual. I had to rock both. I needed the cool, smooth bass with some highs, man. It was so clear. My shit, I couldn't have no regular ass sounds or no too much treble in my shit.
Uh-huh.
But I feel you, bro. Back in the day when I grew up, though, the older cats that was low riding, I'm not talking about dudes that's older and low riding now. I'm talking about the older dudes that was low riding back then.
Yeah,
That's all they banged was 6x9s. So all you was gonna hear was the highs, the tweeters. You wasn't gonna hear no bass. But the one thing I hate, one thing I could never stand from day one all the way to now is a dude that got all that beat in his trunk and his license plate in his trunk ain't solid, and you just hear the license plate, bing, bing. Just take
yeah,
away from everything, man.
I agree. I agree most
Oh,
definitely.
Kev Tavara banging 60 killer. That's what's up, man. Glad you got time to come on here and kill something.
What did boy say?
Oh, man,
Oh,
you know how these dudes do, man. What the hell
yeah.
you got on your screen?
I'm trying to fix my screen, trying to give me a better angle.
Ooh, that's a cool angle right there. It look like a drone or something. JMJ used to date this light-skinned broad at LA High. Used to pick her up in little Benz. She was way too young, but times were different then. Man, I spoke on that before, man. When we was in high school, all the older dudes had the high school bras, man. And I forgot to mention Elise. I said Sergio, Takina, and Fila. When I went to bed, I thought about them Elise. They was rocking Elise back then, too.
Mm-hmm. The Elise was fresh.
Yeah.
That damn right. See what that do. Is that a little better?
That's cool. It showed the whole room.
Yeah, you see my dope and everything. I don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you looking like a producer right there.
I am.
An engineer, rather. I remember Quick Productions all sounded different. Master Better or something. Second to None, High C, AMG, those tapes sounded different in the ride.
Fuck. Wrong one. Yeah, that's the best one I'm gonna be able to get. I'm going to learn how to work all this stuff. So what's up, man? What can we holler about, man? Shit, what's going on? What's trending? I watched Hassan Campbell earlier, man. I always watch that old fool, man. He kind of weird and funny. But he was on there talking about the fool playing everybody, man, tuning in to him, you know. Basically, he need to be 6'9" out the game.
What?
Because he's a 6'9" type dude. Dude was on there, he was making valid points. We want to sit up and go hard on 6'9" for what he did.
For calling Rocky a psycho. Let me make something real clear to guys like you, brother. If you're typing under the same name, you was never banned. Sometimes you get timed out for 5 minutes. That's not banned. That's giving you a warning. But if you were banned and you had to change your handle, then I apologize. But they here for a purpose. It's hard to just run this thing by yourself because you can't see all the comments, and sometimes you don't catch the trolls, you don't catch the disrespect. So the mods help to keep the chat room in check, bro.
Thank you, little dude, Dre, man. I appreciate it, bro. I learned a couple more of these gadgets. We're gonna be live at 5. I just want, I'm a dude. I don't like to do nothing half-assed, man. I want to make sure everything's set, is ready to go. You know, I don't have no problems and stuff, and we can be smooth. You know, run smooth.
I'm trying to get live. What up? What you mean you trying to get live? You trying to come on live?
What's that?
Casey. Yeah.
Who said that? Oh, he said, oh, Casey Alves. He sounded like a troll. Casey Alves.
I ain't no telling you, man.
Yeah, he's a troll. He wasn't going to come on talking about in the dark and all that.
Where's Sister Brown been? She haven't been around since we quit doing music, huh?
Okay, hey, and little Texas boy, don't even trip, my nigga. You know I remember you from when we came on live. I just didn't know if you was. It's a dude, another dude seemed like calling himself a little Texas boy too, Claire. I remember when you came on live with us down there in Corpus. What's happening with you, bro? That was about 7-8 months ago.
That's a good question, man. Which would be harder to get, Rick or Face? I gotta go with Face. Although that don't make it seem like Rick would be any easier, but definitely would be harder to get Face.
How did you rate that live the other night, man, with old Rockhead, man? He was in a hell of a mode, wasn't he?
Yeah, y'all turned up, man. They like when y'all act like damn fools.
Yeah, and I see you just be over there like, man, what the hell, man? You don't be wanting to go no further, but we know, he a penitentiary guy too. We know how far to take it without tripping out.
Yeah, like they say, Rockhead was trying to get under your skin and you was getting up under his, so it was mutual.
Yep.
But I like the fact that no matter who come on here, whether it's you and Rockhead going at it or a female come on here or somebody come and share some history or some good information, it just make me proud when somebody send me a message and tell me they liked it and why they liked it. Then that way I feel like it was worth it and people got something out of it. And it make me feel like I'm doing all right.
Yeah, man. I agree, man. King Real sent me a message on Instagram, man. Told me it was great. He enjoyed it and stuff, man. I really did too that night. That was fun, man. That was cool. It's a shame, but sometimes we need to laugh and cut up on each other and not take things so serious. You know what I'm saying? As far as because we really wasn't. I chose that. I'm glad I did, but it was just me choosing that. I know what he meant by getting in a nigga ass, man. Of course we talk like that down here, but I had to play my role with it and fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And especially when I seen the response, I'm like, okay, all right, cool. Oh crap.
Yeah, life. What the hell is that?
What happened?
I don't know. I hear myself twice sometimes.
Yeah, that's that weed, cuz you sitting up there. I think. God damn, that nigga say he hit himself twice.
Yeah.
You remind me of Ice Cube on Friday.
Now, why are they playing?
Just go to rub it on his legs and shit. Tobias, what's up, homie?
All right, let's see. My man said, why would face be harder? Just less of a personal relationship? That's one. That's one. But the other is because there's a reason why he doesn't want to be on camera. He lives. Damn, I keep hearing that echo. He lives a life that he don't want to, be public given his background on here. He do have some brothers that could possibly give the rundown, but they haven't yet to step up. So the closest one we'll have would be probably the homie Big Keystone.
The boy said, "What, Loco? What's the name of the wise folks y'all ride down there? What you talking about? Trues and Vogues? You gotta be talking about Trues and Vogues. Misha G, how you doing, man? Y'all walk 1000. Yeah, it's a 13-hour drive from Amarillo to San Antonio. I'm trying to tell you. That's where they put me in prison. They had me up there in Amarillo and shit. Seguin, Baytown, Magnet, San Antonio, Fort Worth, D-Town, Corpus, H-Town, etc. Man, hey, all right, professional, man. You on top of your shit, man. You know everywhere nigga done been. Nigga named all my areas. Man, look, we can start this again, man. It's just to keep it 100, man. Bullshit town, man. It's just, destined. It has the youth there destined for prison, man. It ain't nothing for you to succeed from there, bro. Basically, player. If you don't do what you have to do in school and be a good kid and go to college and do something with your life, you're gonna be in prison down there dead. Baytown, same thing, man. Ain't nothing but a hellhole, man. A bunch of negative energy. Magna, that's Crip Town, man. That's the hood, San Antonio, a whole bunch of gang shit, man. A whole bunch. Fort Worth, same thing, homie. D-Town, them niggas is different. Corpus Christi, they different. Yup. Tell me about pulling Texas. Got an old school homie that's what? Trues and Vogues on my car, baby. I'm a star. That's right. I see your eyeball. Sean Williams, what's up, homie? J. John Washington, yeah, it's cool up there. That's what George Bush Airport is. I used to live not far from there, Northwest Houston, 2 off 1960. You was in Humble, homie. I'm in Humble all the time right there off 1960, my nigga. Actually, when they built part of 1960 back in the 80s and shit, I lived there when they first built it. Yeah. Yeah, I tell everybody that we just have different politics and stuff, man, of how we live and what's really the dominant part of life, man, in California, and that's all the difference is. The little percentage of us down here that's gang banging and emulating gangs from out there, man, we ain't a drop in the bucket if you really look at it. California, that's part of how they set up, man, and they belief system. They serious about it. Everybody. The schools respect it. Certain schools you go to and all that old shit. Man, out here we ain't got nothing like that. You go to school to take your chance. But your ass going wherever your district is. you ain't because they wear red over here or the blue school and all that weird ass shit. We don't have none of that, man. That boy the said, what about Waco? Yeah, man, one of my best friends, man, my nigga, man, he stay out there. Mark, his son is a next level baseball player coming up, man. Mattress Mac owner in Houston placed $3.6 million bet on the bus. You and Kevin opinion on who? On bus. On the Bucks. Shit, Mattress Mac. $3.6 million ain't. Mattress Mac can wipe his ass for $3.6 million, man. That man that been around since I was a little bitty kid, man. I'm talking about like 79, 80, 81, man. Mattress Mac been around this motherfucker selling this shit. 3.6 million ain't gonna hurt him either way.
KB been good. He said he'd probably come on tomorrow night. If I decide to come on.
The hats matter in Texas banging? No, homie. Not at all, man. Like, I'm going to be totally honest with you, man. Niggas down here on some where you from type shit. Like, niggas just going to stare at you or something. Or you might have some old isolated incident or some nigga that's just a cuckoo lunatic. But, man, we don't have too much of that, bro. Disappointing.
Yeah.
Every time I fuck with him, I get peeled.
They used to be good, though. Remember some years back?
Man, I'm talking about nigga was real nice. They had that old tall nigga.
They had that little white guard.
Little ass shooting nigga and shit, half-breed. What's his name? Jordan? Yeah. Jordan.
Man. Yeah, they had me back in the day, man. They was good. Your volume sounds low. Who? Me or Loco?
No, that was you.
What's wrong?
No, you good now, cuz.
Oh, I was gonna say I might have to rewire my shit or something.
No, that was a while ago. You good.
Maybe it was the Wi-Fi. What's up, Misha G?
Sean Williams, I see you, bro. I hear you too, man, my nigga. And that's what I be saying, man. Down here, man, when I was growing up too, man, it was more of a fight, man. Everybody, you had to be able to scrap. You know what I'm saying? You had to be able to scrap, man. So, that's what I like. I like fighting.
All right, man, let's get this straight. That is not my boy. Second of all, he's been a topic of conversation the last couple of lives, and we're not giving that dude no more shine over here.
Yeah, John Wayne, that's what we was talking about earlier, man. I didn't even mention his name when I was telling the homie about it. So that's just how we playing that out, man. Let's let him go like 6'9", man. We tossed him out the window, man. Let's toss this clown out the window and get back to the real programming, man, and back to the real information and entertainment and things, man.
Man, I had a dude call me tonight and tell me he through with him. I said, yeah, I understand.
And I ain't even talked to you.
But nah, not you. I'm talking about A.C. Moses, King Baba Louie.
You already know because what they tell you right there, bro, it's real. It's real, man. You can't do that to people, man. You can went too far. You can sit back and kind of look at different things, but like when you go to this and the dead, and I'm talking about profusely, and that's too much, man. We don't allow nobody to do that. Hard and real motherfucker, especially not no little one-eyed 120-pound punk doing that shit and running in the nation and dissing dead homies, and we still tapping in and watching this clown.
Yeah, he said the last straw was dissing the Nation of Islam. He like, man, whatever beliefs he got, I don't know his beliefs. We didn't talk about it, but obviously he got a heart for that. And he like, man, that was it. He crossed the line on that one.
Yeah, I was through with him when he said what he said about Nip, man.
Yeah, I never heard it, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, what he said about Cuz, and then he talking about at the same time he used to rep 6-0 and he was fighting and niggas know him. I was done, bro. And that's been a while now. And not just one time. I mean, every chance he get, if he hear you say it, like say for instance, he hear me say it on here, he gonna make sure he gonna make a show to try to just focus on that and do everything he can to keep different people on the edge. What is he gonna do next? Who is he gonna go after next? But he's a clown, a little punk. And you'll never get a chance to put your hands on a person like that.
Like Q said, scum devil.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, we banging them, get them Jenks 29, man. I'm banging Screw every day, man. I got the Screw's greatest hits, all that. I got to bump some of that, man.
He said he posted a picture with OG Warlock from 60s today.
OG Warlock who?
That's the homie.
So he's in San Antonio?
Shit, I don't know.
No, that's the only Warlock left?
Nah, I ain't the only one, but shit, I don't think none of the other Warlocks is out in town.
Not the OG homie I talked to, man. The shit, man. I can't see him never even knowing this nigga.
You never know who you might run across.
That nigga ain't in no San Antonio. If he is, he better be careful down there, because that's the home. Nigga. The homies ain't, nigga. It's a little different world down there.
All-Star Weekend, she ready.
Oh, it's in A, y'all.
Shaniqua ready. Hey, I went on Clubhouse the other night, man. Hollered at the Chill, Corrupt, the homie Pac-Man. A few other dudes was on there, man. Shaniqua crazy as hell. Shaniqua snuck up in there and yelled my name. Had me dying laughing.
Yeah, but you know what, too, homie? That nigga did run. He did always be talking about he was running out to LA and shit. Ain't no telling who that nigga was sliding up under and shit.
Yeah. He say he named a few names of dudes in LA. They say Atlanta is full of STDs.
Number one, what's the name of the show? Is Loco Vision, homie. Loco Vision.
I'm a straight screwhead, bro. Everything from Selena to Al Green.
Oh, man, you all the way off the chain with it. Nah, I don't go that far with it, homie. I just bump a lot of the classics and things. Mm-hmm. We need to see some of the Maclettes on live. I agree.
Yeah, they bullshit. I'm not even gonna ask no more. I'm cool. Hey, but I'm gonna go, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm gonna go lay down this shit, man.
All right, bro.
I'll get at you when you launching your show, bro.
Shit, I can't call it, because I ain't gonna even keep on giving no false information. I'm just gonna keep on launching yours with you. Until I launch.
Nigga said Friday. Then this Friday.
Yeah. Scully Blue, what's up, homie? Hey, D'Angelo, I don't know. You said it 2 times, my nigga. What you talking about? Nigga, ain't no 60s on the south side. If you talking to somebody else, my bad. But if you talking to me, man, I already know that, homie. I told you I went to high school, nigga, in Fort Worth, nigga. I went to Wyatt, nigga. And yeah, it is 60s out there, nigga, in Holland Hills.
Let them know then, Lo.
I mean, come on, man. You know, I've been doing this shit here 30 years, man. Ain't nobody can tell me nothing about nothing. I guarantee you these people haven't. I guarantee ain't none of them niggas chiming in from none of them places. Ain't none of them gang bang as long as a nigga have out here and seen what I done seen.
He might be a troll.
I mean, you know. Nigga told him I was on in Como, that's the west side, nigga. I know what Como is, nigga, but that ain't the only 6 souls in no motherfucking in no Fort Worth. That's ridiculous.
Well, who's the one-eyed fool?
One-eyed fool. Oh, they talking about that nigga.
Oh, the dude. All right, gotcha. All right, man, I'm out of here, man. Y'all take it easy.
All right, homie.
All right, y'all. Peace.